Hello everyone. So today we are here in Guintubdan Natural Park, located somewhere in the mountains of La Carlota. It's been raining for the past couple weeks, so today will be a great day to make another video. So we are going to make a short-term ownership review of the Yamaha R15 V3 or the R15 version 3. Okay, so in this video we're talking about why I chose this bike, the maintenance, the problems that I encountered so far within 5,000 kilometers of usage, what I love and hate on the bike, and will I recommend it or not. So stay tuned. A Yamaha R15 version 3, the latest addition to the successful Yamaha R15 series. Priced at 164,000 pesos, which will cost you 7,000 pesos more than its rival, which is also a juggernaut in the small displacement sports bike segment, the Suzuki JSX-R 150. So what makes me choose the Yamaha over the Suzuki? Because number 1, slipper clutch. Shifting gears on this bike is smooth as hell, big thanks to Yamaha for making us experience this premium feature on a small displacement bike like the R15. I love carving the twisties during holidays and weekends, so having a slipper clutch on my bike is a great feature. Number 2, upside down forks. This makes the bike look buffed. It is also more rigid and reliable in the long run than the conventional telescopic forks. Number 3, aluminum banana swing arm. Simply because it looks cool. Yep. Number 4, VVA or variable valve actuation and blue core engine. The power delivery of the new R15 should be linear because of this new VVA system that Yamaha developed. Blue core, on the other hand, is a new technology from Yamaha that makes the engine powerful yet efficient than its predecessors. Number 5, underyoke handlebars. This contributes to its more aggressive riding style, which brings you to super sports kind of riding and styling. Number 6, it looks meatier, more macho than its competitors, and it looks like the new generation R6 and R1. Add the Delta Box frame chassis, which makes it more solid and rigid, which brings a lot of confidence riding in the trucks or even in the local roads. You can't go wrong with the Suzuki though. The JSX-R looks great, to be fair. It looks sexy as hell. The MotoGP version looks badass in any angle you look at it. I got my bike last year, August 2017, and it has 4,700 kilometers registered on the Odo. Pretty low mileage for a bike that is 1 year old, huh? It is because I only use this bike during weekends and holidays. For me to enjoy the twisty roads on the mountains of Negros Island, to ride with your friends to some of the most beautiful destinations the island could offer, to free your mind and soul after a long and tiring week. For me, that is the essence of having a bike, to enjoy life itself. Okay, so talking about rides. One of the most frequently asked questions on some of my videos is, Sir, recommended ba R15 V3 sa long rides? This one says, Hey bud, I'm planning to get this one on March and I'm traveling at least 50 km from house to work, at least twice a week. Will this be comfortable to ride at that distance? Ito pa isa nagtanong, Bro, di ba siya masakit sa likod pag medyo matagal ka na nagbabiyahe? This one also asks, Hey buddy, is your R15 comfortable to ride? My answer to those questions will be no. This bike is meant for the trucks. It is not built to suit to your everyday life. Like bibili ka lang ng kalahating kilong galunggong sa palengke o di kaya pupunta ka lang ng karinderya para bumili ng ulam. Tapos naka-sports bike ka pa talaga? Napaka-impractical naman pag ganun, di ba? This bike is not comfortable at any means. Some people would say that it will take time to get used to it. Na sanayan lang yan, masasanay ka din dyan eventually. Don't trust them. No matter how experienced you are riding this kind of bike, I'm pretty sure you're going to have a sore back, arms and neck at the end of the day. Just make sure you have a muscle pain reliever ready after a long ride. If you want a comfortable ride, I suggest that you might get a standard naked bike like the TFX or Suzuki's GSX-S. Another piece of advice: if you have a girlfriend or courting someone, don't ever think of riding her in the pillion seat. Just don't ever think about it. You might get dumped of doing so. Good thing for me is I married my wife before getting the bike, leaving her no choice. Moving on, let's talk about the maintenance. Despite being in the premium category for small displacement bikes, the R15 is very cheap to maintain. Unlike sa mga girlfriends nyo na high maintenance, ito mura lang at very easy ang pag-maintain. Unlike other bikes, you don't need any special maintenance or some special people to do the periodic PMS. For the periodic change oil, you will only need a good quality oil and the same spec oil filter that will cost you not more than 500 pesos on both depending on what oil you use. That is what I've done so far in terms of maintenance. I haven't changed anything yet beside the engine oil and the oil filter. This short-term ownership review will not go away without discussing the problem encountered in the bike in a year of ownership. I'm proud to say that I didn't have any major problem encountered so far with this bike. This bike didn't give me headaches at all. I will just share with you some minor problems I have so far with the bike. Number 1. Moist inside the console. I got this the first time I washed my bike. At first, I thought that it will just disappear after it dries up. But no, it is still there up until this time. Number 2. The moving left side mirror. This is during the ride that I keep on fixing the view of my left side mirror to my own preference like every 10 minutes. Annoying, right? But hey, these are the only problems I encountered so far with the R15 within a year. Are you having the same problems with me? Or do you have solutions on how to solve these problems? Feel free to write your comments down below. Moving on to what I love and hate about the bike. I dig a bike's looks a lot, and the new R15 is not an exception. From the glaring double headlamp in the front up to the R1 inspired aerodynamic tail end, this bike looks gorgeous. Yamaha did a great job again redesigning it in an aesthetic manner. Yamaha also redesigned the engine to make it more powerful and efficient, resulting to a superb and unparalleled engine performance. Not to mention that it has the highest power output in its class with 19 bhp. The engine's power delivery has a linear feel in it across the rev range thanks to the VVA system. The engine is also very smooth from the bottom end of the tachometer up to the red line. This motorcycle can cruise at 100 to 115 kph in ease. This motorcycle is also fuel efficient as ever, thanks to the Blue Core technology that results to a 46 to 52 km per liter city and highway driving. That is impressive for a 155cc engine. I also love the brakes on this bike. These Nissan brakes have a good bite in it and it doesn't have that squishy feeling when you pull the lever. Yet, I'm still looking forward for an ABS version of this model in the future. Okay, so moving on now to the things I hate. First will be the tires. These tires lack grip on the road. I almost fell several times due to the sliding of the rear wheel. Sliding of the rear wheel mostly occurs even during semi-aggressive braking, especially on wet roads and leaning into a curve. I didn't experience this on my Gixxer 150. Stock tires, by the way, are IRC and MRF on the Gixxers. I plan on changing my tires to a different brand like Pirelli, Mazzella, or maybe MRF. The next thing I hate on my bike is the seat height. Seat height is pretty damn high at 815 millimeters. I'm 5'5" and I'm at the very tip of my toes when sitting on a bike. That puts a lot of strain on your feet and legs when riding in city with heavy traffic. I guess this bike would be ideal for riders 5'8" and above. The last thing I hate would be the tank. I personally don't like its shape. I think it is too edgy and it lacks roundness, and I prefer the one on the GSX-R. These are the few things that I hate on the R15, which brings us to the final question of, will I recommend it or not? My answer to that question will be a yes and a no. Yes and no, because it depends on how and where you are going to use this bike. This is a track-oriented bike and I totally recommend this to riders who are searching for a fun bike to use during weekends. Those people who love carving the twisties on Saturdays and Sundays. If you are a new rider and eyeing for the R15 for your first bike, don't hesitate to get and ride one because it doesn't have the power that overwhelms inexperienced riders. This is a great starter bike for those planning to get bigger displacement bikes in the future. And for the no, I will not recommend this bike for those people who will use this for their everyday lives like going to work or school or going to the market and etc. Kung pagod ka na sa work tapos R15 pa yung service mo pa uwi, naku, good luck na lang sa inyo mga paps. An XRM would be a better fit for what you are looking for. I think this will be the end for this episode. Thanks for watching till the end. If I forgot to tackle something or if you have questions, feel free to comment down below. Subscribe to my channel and hit that like button. Ride safe always and see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. G to the poster child.